every time you try to move forward, something slows you down? Not because you're failing, but because life just keeps saying, not yet, not yet. If that's been you, this isn't random. The sky literally has changed. Period. So welcome back to Northland University, where we teach the teen and heal the adult. If you've been exhausted, if you've been questioning your direction, second guessing your confidence, or wondering why life suddenly feels slower, you're not crazy. Because I'm going to explain it right now in the astrology. Because Saturn has officially gone retrograde in the sign of Aries. Okay? And Neptune is already retrograde there too. So Mercury also finally stationed direct, so we're in that 2-week post-shadow phase. And Cancer season just wrapped up, where everybody was tired, exhausted, emotional, and all kinds of shit. Now Leo season is asking us to really step into having that courage. But Saturn's also telling us, wait, not so fast. So let's break down what all of this actually means. I want you to really think of Saturn kind of like the strict professor, not the teacher that wants to fail you, the teacher that refuses to let you graduate until you actually understand the lesson. But when Saturn goes retrograde, the classroom moves inside. You're supposed to go internal. So instead of external challenges, you're pretty much in review with yourself during this time when any planet is retrograde. So Saturn is the planet of discipline. So where have you been rushing? What have you been avoiding? Are you building something that's actually going to last right now? Whatever it is that you could be working on. Now, let's be game on the fact that it's in the sign of Aries, which is a fire sign. It's 2 planets in fire energy. And we're also in a fire season right now. So a whole lot of fires going down. There's some aspects too that are crazy. And we're about to come up on a full moon in Aquarius, which is technically ruled by Saturn. But let me run it back. So peep game on the fact that Aries rules your identity, your confidence. Aries takes the initiative, leadership, action, a lot of courage. So this retrograde really isn't asking, what are you doing? It's just asking, who are you becoming right now? Because you can't fake confidence and you can't borrow your purpose. You have to build it, right? So Neptune makes this even deeper, you guys. Saturn builds reality and Neptune dissolves all the illusions. They're retrograde together. That's huge. Let me actually pull up the charts right now and see where we're at. All right, so we have the charts pulled up. So Saturn is actually 14 degrees in Aries retrograde right now. Neptune is also retrograde 4 degrees. Lilith is also in a fire sign in Sag. And then we also have Jupiter's in Leo, which is fire energy. I did that video. Go watch it. And also did the Sun in Leo video. Go watch it. So it's a lot of fire playing out. Okay. Imagine trying to build a house when someone shines a flashlight, showing every crack in the foundation, showing everything that's wrong with the house. Okay. That's this energy. So there's a lot of false identities. There could be a lot of fake confidence. There could be a lot of ego going on. There could be some fantasy playing out. There could be a little bit of escapism. A lot of things are becoming a little bit harder to ignore. So sometimes it feels like things are falling apart, and then you ask yourself, was it stable in the first place? Or is it simply just familiar? Now, since Mercury's direct and we're still in the post-shadow phase, good news, Mercury has, stationed. So communication is starting to improve. Technology is getting a little bit easier, low-key. We still got some Wi-Fi issues going on, but is that CERN? I don't know. I do have a CERN video. If you remember Northland University, you'll get to watch that. Exclusive content. Travel's starting to become a little bit smoother. Plans are starting to move again. We don't feel stuck. But that post-shadow, that means there are still a little bit of loose ends, okay, that are winding up. So think of it like leaving a messy room. The lights are back on and you still have to clean it up. Now, we can also say goodbye to Cancer season. Cancer season really asks us, how safe do you feel? Who deserves access to your heart? What emotional baggage are you carrying? I bet you many people spent the last month resting, crying, withdrawing, processing, feeling unusually a little bit more emotional. So if that was you, you weren't falling behind. You were just clearing emotional space. Okay. Now that we're in Leo season, The fire comes back and Leo says, let's create, let's perform, let's lead, let's love yourself, take that risk, express yourself. This isn't reckless fire because Saturn's not going to allow that. We call him Daddy Saturn. Daddy Saturn ain't going to allow that. Okay. This is more so disciplined confidence. This is where you become that leader with purpose. You start to gain the courage. You start to gain, authentically, you start to gain a little bit more courage. So if you were younger, don't compare your beginning with where you're at right now, especially to somebody else's chapter, 20. When everyone always says, oh, I want a life like them. I'm like, nope, you don't know what they did to get where they're at now. And you don't want to repeat it because you never know what somebody goes through. Not everybody talks about what they went through to get to where they at now. Period. It might look good online, but you don't know what they did to get there. Confidence is also something, that you're not typically born with. It's something that you kind of earn by keeping promises to yourself. Like executing consistently or all the time, or saying, you know what, I'm going to try that. And then you do it. Take a risk, you complete it. Always taking risks on yourself, going against the status quo, not following like sheep, just really being you, not letting someone else dictate your life and how it should move. All right. Now, adults, how many dreams and how many things have you tried to abandon because someone made you believe you weren't enough? Saturn is inviting all of us to rebuild from truth instead of fear. Your age doesn't disqualify you. Okay? Think of yourself as ageless. Literally. Keep telling yourself that. You'll look 10 years younger. Your willingness to begin again is what matters most right now. Start over today. I don't care what it is. Just start over. Do it. So if you guys are journalers, I really want you to journal a few things. Okay. Write these down. Ask yourself these questions. What am I pretending or no? Where am I pretending to be confident? There might be some things that sting that you may need to work on. Because also too, if you have kids, sometimes the parents put their dreams in the kids. They wanted to be in a beauty fashion show, or they wanted to be the famous football player. So what did? They forced their kid into the specific sport that they didn't even want to do because they're living their dream vicariously through their children. So really ask yourself, what dream have you delayed because of fear? And also if there are any illusions that are playing out. I know it's good to be delusional, but sometimes there is an illusion, and ask yourself, are you ready to really let go of that illusion? What is it? Also, too, I know since after Cancer season, some of us might not have been consistent in certain areas. Maybe some of us have, maybe getting to work. But as far as your dreams and aspirations and goals, your personal goals, whether they're short term or long term, what discipline will future me thank me for? That's a really good one. So I want to give you guys some homework for the next 7 days. Every morning, ask yourself one question, and I'm doing it too. Okay, I got my own little journal book here. Okay, what courageous action can I take today? Really ask yourself that. That's your homework. That future me will thank me for. Write it out for you, of course. Now, this doesn't have to be big. Just one email. It could be one workout. It could be one application. It could be one video. It could be just tiny little actions, whatever you got to do. That'll create those giant timelines. That'll start planting the seeds to where you need to go. So if this message resonated with you, comment below. I choose discipline over delay. Do a fire emoji. I'd love to hear what part of your life you're rebuilding during this retrograde, you guys, right now. Don't be afraid to start rebuilding during a retrograde. Take your time. And if you're ready to understand and dive a little bit deeper as far as natal charts, human design, even I have a tarot course, just spiritually where you're at, spiritual psychology on a deeper level, come join us inside North Node University where we teach the teen and heal the adult. So remember, the universe isn't asking you to become somebody else. It's just asking you to become who you were always meant to be, unapologetically. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.